Danny, a new legal complaint was also filed against Tesla yesterday, and this is JP Morgan suing Tesla over unpaid warrants.
How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel. In this video, we are going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over the new lawsuit by JP Morgan against Tesla, specifically Elon Musk tweet that he made in the past. We're also going to go over a detailed breakdown of some of the sales that Elon Musk is doing when it relates to his shares and also his options. We're also going to be talking about the short-term price prediction for Tesla stock. So we're going to go over it in detail in this video coming up. As you can see right here, we have Tesla stock that is down minus 1.94%. The overall market yesterday was also not that bullish, but Tesla was relatively red compared to the other companies in the stock market. This is mainly due to, of course, Elon Musk continuing to sell his shares and also exercising his options and etc. So when you look at exactly some of the SEC filings that was filed yesterday, as you can see over here, Elon Musk unloaded more than $930 million of shares yesterday. When you look at the average prices that he sold around $992.72, and he also sold 148,000 shares at around $1,015.85. So that definitely affects the price of Tesla stock to the downside, of course. When you look at the price action, the stock aggressively sold off. It actually went below a $1 trillion market cap, but it got back up right before the market closed. Right now it's sitting at $1,013.39, and pre-market we're sitting at $1,003. So we're going to go over some of the major headlines that came out for Tesla, specifically JP Morgan suing Tesla over Elon Musk's tweets. So we're going to go over in detail and watch a video, break down exactly what this lawsuit is all about, and also a detailed breakdown of how many shares are left for Elon Musk to unload in the market. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go over the short-term price prediction, what to expect for Tesla stock.
Let's get back to all things Elon Musk and Tesla. Elon Musk selling more shares in that company. Filings revealed that Musk offloaded about $930 million worth of Tesla yesterday. That adds to the $6.9 billion he already sold last week. Joining us now is Bloomberg Daybreak anchor Danny Berger. Danny, how close then is Musk to selling that 10% that he promised in that Twitter poll?
He definitely has a long way to go. So in total, he needs to sell about 17 million shares. He's sold about 7.3 million so far. So it's more than half he has left to go if he indeed is going to get up to 10%. A lot has been made of that, about the timing of the poll. Had he already planned to sell some of these? It does appear that this sale, which he did through exercising options and then selling those shares, he had prearranged some of this. He talked about it back in September, saying he had a big bulk of options that were expiring. He wanted to exercise them. There were taxes he needed to pay. So it does appear that this sale is part of that. We've seen Tesla shares fall about 17% since the selling started at the start of last week. This is what the aftermarket looked like for Tesla. This doesn't include the most recent sale because that happened when post-market trading had already closed. Of course, pre-market opens up in about 10 minutes or so, so we should get a new read on Tesla.
Danny, a new legal complaint was also filed against Tesla yesterday, and this is JP Morgan suing Tesla over unpaid warrants. What exactly is the dispute? Because the amount is quite minimal.
Yeah, it is really minimal, and I think that's important to remember. $162 million here. For a trillion-dollar company and a mega bank, it's a trivial amount. So this is potentially a relationship that's becoming fraught over what is a small amount. And in some ways, it's this tweet from Elon Musk, this infamous tweet, coming back to bite him, the funding secured, taking Tesla private. At the time, there were warrants that JP Morgan had issued to Tesla that if Tesla closed above a certain strike price, then Tesla would owe JP Morgan money. But Elon Musk tweets this, and JP Morgan says, okay, this constitutes a significant corporate event. Therefore, we can lower that strike price. In other words, it makes it more likely that Tesla will have to pay them. Tesla took issue with this, saying that this wasn't a valid thing for them to do. JP Morgan, for their part, they issue in their complaint filed yesterday with the Manhattan Federal District Court, saying that not only were they appropriate and contractually required to do this, but Tesla shares would have closed above not just the new strike price, but the original one as well. So a very testy complaint, something we haven't heard yet from Tesla what their response to. But again, Francine, that's very important what you're emphasizing there. This is a small amount of money and potentially burning a bridge between the two.
Now let's go over Tesla stock short-term price prediction. Before I go into detail about that, I really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. We have more than 94% people that watch the channel and not subscribe. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and also hit the like button. So as you can see over here, Tesla has been in a downtrend since Elon Musk tweeted that he's going to be selling 10% of his shares. So far we're down 17%. And as I talked about in the past, there's a massive gap that happened over here in the past, right around $910 to $951. So potentially what to expect if he continues to unload. He has a lot of shares left for him to sell. We might potentially see price crawling down right over here to fill this gap. So the short-term price target within the next few weeks and the next few months, because potentially Tesla's stock price can crawl all the way down over here to fill this gap. Let's go over a detailed breakdown of some of the sales for his shares and options. That is coming up pretty soon.
It's going to start adding up, Becky. Elon Musk exercising another $2.1 billion in options yesterday, selling off just under $1 billion to pay those taxes. That brings his total options exercises to $4.6 billion and his sales for taxes to just over $2 billion. He's got another $20 billion or so of options that he still has to exercise, along with another $10 billion or so of tax sales as part of that compensation package that expires in August. But here's what's important. Musk has been making two kinds of sales, one for taxes and one for straight cash. Now, most of his sales last week were not for tax reasons or related to any options exercises. According to the SEC filings, he sold $5.7 billion of his non-option related shares. And if you looked at the footnotes, they were not explicitly for tax reasons. Now, unlike the options sales, he does pay capital gains on those regular shares. Musk saying on Twitter that it's, quote, closer to tax maximization than minimization. But by selling now, he does avoid that potential 8% surcharge that Congress is considering on income over $25 million that would presumably start next year. So, Becky, the bottom line, he is selling for tax reasons, but he is also selling to take money straight off the table and to possibly avoid higher tax rates next year.
Robert, any of this you think is maybe broadening his portfolio, making sure he has other options out there? Or, I mean, the tax implications are pretty clear.
Yeah, the tax part is clear. And what was strange to people is why he didn't just come out and say, look, I have to sell for tax reasons. And the reason now we're seeing is that it's not just for tax reasons. He is selling to take money straight off the table. He's got a low capital gains tax rate on that because, remember, he lives in Texas now and he doesn't have to pay state income taxes on those regular share sales. And look, he's been borrowing against $900 million in shares. Maybe he's just tired of living under the weight of that debt. And he's been cash poor and stock rich for so long. It's reasonable to take, what's now $6 billion just to have in cash. But he's never come out and explained why, aside from that Twitter poll, he's doing that. And in any other company, the major shareholder and founder selling $6 billion in stock without an explanation would tank the stock. The stock's been under pressure, but remember, this is Tesla. It's different.
That's going to be for the short-term price prediction for Tesla stock. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out the links in the description box below if you want to get free stocks or free Bitcoin, etc. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.